Are you ready to unravel the mysteries of human existence? Did you ever take a moment in life to question who you really are? Are we just mind and body, or is there something more to us? In the rat race of life, with stress creeping in form of lifestyle diseases like diabetes, insomnia, hypertension, Crohn's, and many more, did you ever try to find the root causes of this suffering? Let's take the first step to stop this invisible enemy within, before it takes toll on the human survival. Welcome to Health is Wealth. Hello everyone, welcome back to third episode of Health is Wealth. Hope you have been tuning into our health vibrations. In fact, thank you everyone for sending great feedback and suggestions, and we'll definitely take all your feedback into consideration to make these episodes better. In today's episode, we'll continue talking about diabetes. In the last episode, we touched on many aspects of diabetes, including subtle and simple lifestyle changes to prevent and cure diabetes that were provided by Sunita Bapooji. In today's episode, we'll talk about diabetes, specifically on dietary habits, and also Sunita Bapooji is going to take us on a yogic journey and show us some asanas to prevent and cure diabetes. So now let's welcome Sunita Bapooji and talk to her about what kind of diet is good for diabetes.
My dearest folks, remember that whatever you eat, add up this also. Morning, lemon juice with ginger. That's all. Then add up with your breakfast, sprouts, especially fenugreek sprouts. Make sure the sprout has to be like 2 inches is better. This also 1 inch is better, but 2 inches are much better, though you don't get gas, because gas is problem. Because of no gallbladder, if at all you don't have gallbladder, more gas. Then ginger is the substitute, that's all. Eat more ginger. Grate it and make sure that is, if you want to make tea, you can make tea. Or if you want to drink just like that, drink just like that. Small thing, very small thing. If you can't lift if a stone, small stone, how can you lift mountain? If you can't drink like ginger tea, you think so? Diabetes, gas will go away? Because ginger is God's gift. That's what Father used to say. Sprouts, lemon, very, very important. Quinoa, highest divine protein, because you don't need fat too much. And lots of vegetables, fresh fruits and fresh vegetables. People will think diabetes shouldn't eat these mangoes. No, don't blame mangoes. This much pieces, nothing will happen. You can eat all the food, all the fruits. But you are eating different things and you are blaming these things. So you are eliminating these things, which is very good for you. Fresh fruit, fresh vegetables are very, very important. Make sure, same like our body has got so much water, drink lots of water. When between 4:30 to 9, that's all. After that, don't drink too much. Little, if at all dry throat, just drink. How much? More water means how much? People will say, 3 glasses, Sunita, it is coming out. Yeah, because you never gave water. Always food. That too junk food, fat food. Start with 2 glasses. After 1 week, 3. After 1 month, 5. I drink 11 glasses anyway. Not every day, sometimes.
As Sunita just mentioned, ginger is very good for digestion. It can be made into juice along with lemon, or it can be had just by boiling it in water like tea. Also, another interesting thing that Sunita just mentioned is a grain called quinoa. Quinoa is very low in starch and very high in protein. and it's very good for diabetics or also for people who are trying to prevent diabetes. The other spice that in fact Sunita just mentioned is fenugreek. Fenugreek is commonly used in a lot of cooking in Indian cooking, but it can be soaked in water and sprouted. Probably takes a day or two to get fenugreek sprouts, which is very good for pancreas. And also the water that fenugreek is soaked in can be just had like juice, and also is very good for preventing and curing diabetes.
Brown rice, spinach. You see, if you can't drink if you can't eat so much food, I mean so much salads, if at all teeth problems that this, just crush it. You have mixie, no? Just crush it and drink that juice. You see that? Constipation will go, the sugar will go, diabetes will go. That much simple. Brown rice, add up brown rice. Weekly thrice, 4 times maybe eat brown rice. 1 cup brown rice is very, very good fiber. And lecithin, you will get that lecithin. More vegetables, lots of water, walking. If you are a yogic person, I will show you few asanas. Why not? You see, pancreas is very small but very important hormone. It is behind our big intestine, big colon, big small and large. See, we can't see also. Because of this good habits, inside organs will, cells, each and every cell will become healthy, divine.
So it is very important for us to reduce the amount of processed food and processed flours in our diet. Instead, we need to go more towards whole wheat flour or whole grain foods like brown rice, where the starch content is lower. And also, it is important to take a lot of fiber in form of fruits and vegetables. Another interesting question a lot of people have been asking me is, how does the family history of diabetes impact an individual? So are we prone to diabetes if our parents or grandparents or our forefathers had diabetes at their time? So now let's ask Sunita, what is that impact?
You know, people will blame family because genes, that, this. Even genes can't do anything. We don't become because of genes. So many people, they will say that, oh, my grandparents has got, oh, my parents has got, oh, my uncles has got my. Yes, it is there. But if you will take care of yourself, your own self, that is my experience, and I will show which exercise is better, which yogic practice is better for you.
Now let's move on to the next segment of the program, where we'll chat with Sunita and talk about what kind of yoga asanas are good for preventing and curing diabetes.
His name is Makshendra Mahamuni. Because of penance, years of penance and working with nature in the forest, just starting with like this you do. Really devoted students, they have shown me results. God bless them. God bless them. God bless them. Very slowly, just as if you are walking. See? Take inhalation, lift. Complete exhalation. You got to remember only one thing. When you are body away from you, inhalation. Don't be partial. This is your right part and this is your left part. Is it correct? Okay, correct. Now slowly, same thing we are doing. Complete exhalation. Forward, exhale, backward. Inhale. Now Makshendra Asana came. Sage Makshendra Mahamuni, you cured so many disciples diabetes. Slowly, very slowly. Otherwise, if you can't, just play with that for some time, like a jula, like a baby. Because all of a sudden it won't come like that. Eventually, step by step, go there, and now you can put here and grab and turn. Complete exhalation now. Now slowly, here also same. Grab to that, come back to Siddhasana exhalation. What will happen? You are not putting tense or weight on your waist. See, waist is free now. Just close. Relax. Take deep breaths. Just inhale through your nostrils and exhale through your mouth. After that, take Om. Om is very peaceful mantra. Nothing to do with religion.
As Sunita just mentioned, yoga is freedom. Freedom from not only physical stress, but for releasing impurities from physical, mental, emotional, and spiritual states as well. So adopt yoga to understand who we really are and go on a path of self-discovery and self-realization, not just merely using techniques of yoga. So adopt yoga as a way to make shifts in lifestyle. Now let's move on to the next segment of the program, where we're going to bring to you a couple of very tasty but also healthy recipes. Meena, who is also a student of Sunita Bapooji, is going to demonstrate us a recipe made with a vegetable called bitter gourd. In Indian language Hindi, we call it Karela, or in our South Indian Telugu language, we call it Kakarkaya. And it reminds me of some of very interesting experiences from childhood. It's one of the vegetables that I think every kid dreads about. And as a child, we used to literally run away from the table because of the taste of it. It's really bitter. But as we grow up, we started liking it because behind the taste of bitterness, there is also a subtle sweetness, a very tender taste, which actually is very, very delicious. And I think it also goes with life's experiences. We do have all kinds of experiences in life, but as we keep growing wiser, we start to appreciate all kinds of experiences in life, bitter or sweet.
Eat Karela. Drink Karela juice. If at all you can't make every day, you are getting that in a health food store. Karela juice, little bit. That can also help. So, fenugreek seeds are very important. Karela also is very important. That is bitter gourd is very important. We can make very tasty also, to put that garlic, and we'll show that also, how to stuff in garlic and chili and make like without any oil, just steam, but very tasty. We'll show that also. We'll show everything. We'll help. But take one step. We'll take 99 steps. You don't want that? You want it? Okay, we'll do that.
So bitter gourd is very nutritious. It's very low in calories. It's very good for diabetics, for preventing or curing diabetes. In fact, it is an excellent source of vitamins B1, B2, B3, zinc, folic acid, phosphorus, manganese, and also has a lot of dietary fiber. It is also rich in iron and contains beta carotene more than broccoli, and twice the calcium in spinach, and also twice the potassium of banana. Also, bitter melon contains a unique phytoconstituent that has been confirmed to have a hypoglycemic effect, and it is called charantine. So what it really means, it basically helps regulate the blood sugar level. It actually takes your blood sugar level down and helps in absorption of glucose into the cells. Also, there is another insulin-like compound in bitter gourd known as polypeptide P, which has been suggested as insulin replacement in some diabetic patients. So now let's move on and chat with Meena and find out about this very tasty and bitter recipe.
Hello, welcome to Food for Soul. In this episode, we are going to teach you a recipe made by vegetable bitter gourd. It's also called as Karela in India. This recipe is taught to us by our Guru Sunita Bapooji. Even though it's a little bit bitter, it's very tasty and healthy. It's very good for preventing and curing diabetes. The ingredients used for this recipe are bitter gourd, coriander leaves, lemon, green chilies, turmeric, olive oil, cumin, garlic, and salt. To begin with, cut the bitter gourd edges and slice them into round pieces. Take half a bowl of water and add half lemon, squeeze lemon into it, and then add the cut bitter gourd pieces into this water and squeeze the bitter gourd in the lemon water. Squeeze the bitter gourd pieces for 5 minutes and keep it aside for another 5 minutes. Aside the squeezed Karela pieces meanwhile for 5 minutes, and meanwhile we make the spice mix with coriander, green chilies, cumin and garlic. Chop them into medium-sized pieces. Anyway, we're going to grind it, right? So I chopped coriander and I took 3 green chilies, chopped them into medium-sized pieces, and took 10 cloves of garlic, and I have 2 teaspoons of cumin. Now I'll grind all together and make the spice chutney for this recipe. Now spice mix is ready, and we're going to start cooking the bitter gourd in a pan. In a pan, take a tablespoon of olive oil. Now squeeze the bitter gourd into a plate while the oil gets heated in the pan. Remove all the excess water, squeeze it tightly. Add the spice mix to the oil and fry it a little bit for 10 seconds maybe. Put in a low flame. The spices smell so aromatic, and this is aromatherapy for your senses, enjoying and enjoy while cooking the smells. That's that gives you a very good health. I mean, your senses feel very happy with the smell. Add the bitter gourd pieces to this spice mix and let it cook for 5 minutes. Mix it well so that the spice mix gets into all the pieces. It smells so yummy. And put in a low flame. Cooking in a low flame is very good for your health. Very subtle cooking. And cover the lid and put it in low flame for 5 minutes. Add half a teaspoon of turmeric powder. Mix it. We'll add salt at the end before we turn off, like before 2-3 minutes before. Make sure you always steam the vegetables so that you don't lose the minerals and vitamins you get from those vegetables. And always try to steam the vegetables, which is good for your health. Looks like it is done. Now we'll add salt as to your taste. Always add salt at the end, before you turn off 2 minutes before, so that it won't take a lot of salt. You use less amount of salt when you use at the end. Mix it well and just steam it for another couple of minutes and turn it off. Now we're going to serve this cooked bitter gourd, which has spices and herbs which are very good for your health in preventing and curing diabetes. This goes very well with organic short grain brown rice. Organic short grain brown rice, it is less in starch and it has fiber content and it digests very slowly so that your sugar levels don't rise all of a sudden. It's gradually digests in your stomach, which is good for diabetic, preventing and curing diabetic. The bitter gourd that we have just cooked has amazing spices and herbs which are very good for your health. Cumin seeds which are good for digestion. Coriander is also good for digestion. Garlic, good for immune system. Turmeric powder, which acts as an antiseptic powder for digestion. Yummy and delicious. It's very divine. Don't waste the water which we used for squeezing the bitter gourd. It has very good ingredients of the bitter gourd, squeezed bitter gourd, and also the lemon juice in it, which is very good for your curing the diabetes. Take this early in the morning. You can keep in the fridge or take it fresh, which is very good, having fresh bitter gourd juice.
And now we are coming to the end of the program. Hope you have enjoyed and also got a lot of information to prevent and cure diabetes. We'll come back to you with more interesting topics next week. Until then, take care of your health. Thank you very much.